zone.
You're acting stupid now.
Well, unless you count Jade and Steven going at it and yelling at each other. But other than that, drama-free zone. That's right. So if you're interested in drama, you might want to go watch something else.
You're like, oh my god, I didn't talk about trades.
I'm serious, like
Retro gaming show.
Because you won't find any of it here.
I got 2 girls, Sharon and Stone over here. And
What are we fighting for, chat? what are we fighting for here? Okay? Somebody tell me.
But if you like games and gaming, good old-fashioned fun, then this is the show for you. So come check us out. Thursday nights, 9 p.m. It's game time! Oh yeah! It's game time! Oh yeah!
This episode is sponsored in part by PTZ Optics. Why hire a camera operator when the control is in your hands? Visit ptzoptics.com for more information. And by NewTek. Makers of the TriCaster TC1. Stun your viewers, not your accountant. Visit newtech.com for more information.
Guys, welcome to the season premiere, if you will, of Game Time. This is season 2. We're back, better than ever. Listen, when we talk about a new season, we don't just talk, we bring it. We bring our A game. Joining me, as always, we've got Bill's Retro Gaming Show. What's going on, Bill?
I'm here. I'm excited to be back. This is going to be awesome.
Your face was plastered all over the intro, dude. You are excited for Game Time.
It's game time.
That's going to be the meme of the week. And
yeah, probably.
I do want to say I take offense to the whole. I think in the promo video you said that you got to keep between me and Jade. I don't know if that's true. Jade, would you say that that's true? We're not dramatic, are we?
No, never, ever. Nothing bad. Nothing has ever happened on the show between you and me.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Nothing ever.
Bill just
transpired.
confabulated that whole story. Look, guys, I'm wearing my season 2 top right here. See this?
Does it say season 2 on it? Or is that the
No,
one that you were
it's-
bouncing around in the video?
It's very bouncing around in.
You did. You were was she or was she not bouncing around in the other one?
See,
She was.
here we
like-
go.
it was-
This is why I need to be between you guys. This is what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my gosh! Here we
Proving
go.
it already.
I'm telling Aaron.
Yeah, there it is. She's watching right now, so she's probably sitting here, going. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat room here. I see that we have. Looks like we have a bunch of guys here. Let me see if I can pull it up here. If not, we'll just kind of read it off here. We've got G.I. Joel, Langs, Chris, This Ability. We got Angel in the house. What's going on? Carl O, Paul Burns. Who else do we have? Free Burner? He's got his letters going all up and down. You got to help me. My eyes are getting old. Big Reese. Quinton, Biggie D's Arcade, Console Fanboy, Jace. If I missed somebody, I apologize. But welcome.
So I see G.I. Joel here. I had the distinct honor of being on his show with some of the other guys he does his show with on Tuesday, and I gotta say, G.I. Joel, his little 4-year-old boy Jojo is adorable, and we had a blast on that show. So if you guys have not seen Arcades Anonymous on Tuesday nights, you guys got to check them out.
Awesome. We got let's see here. Welcome back. Thank you. We're back. I'm gonna say better than ever. Moat. We are waiting for him to arrive. So right before the show, believe it or not, I got a text message that said his daughter got hit in the shoulder. He was on his way to the hospital. She was in a soccer game or something and she got hit. So I don't know if there was like a typo that maybe she got kicked in the shoulder because she was going to the ER. Either way, he's going to be late. He may not show up at all, but hopefully everything's okay and there's no major injuries. So, believe it or not, guys, I brought back an all-time favorite that everybody has enjoyed from previous seasons, and that is Make or Break. But it's an interesting Make or Break because it's not Make or Break about a system or did a game break a system, but it's a Make or Break about a generation. So I think it's kind of interesting. Before we get into the news, let's play that Make or Break. You guys in the chat room, pay attention to this one.
Make or break.
Hey guys, in this video, we're going to do another Make or Break. We haven't done that in a while, and since it's season 2, I wanted to bring it back. I know how much you guys enjoy that. But for this Make or Break, it's going to be a little bit different. For this Make or Break, did retro video games break the current generation of gamers? I'll let my son kind of weigh in on that.
Go to the boss.
Yep, go up to the boss. You're gonna go up and then go to the left. Nope, you're gonna go to the left. You're not gonna go to the right. So this is your first time playing Zelda. You got to use your sword. And he says
Breath
what?
of the Wild's way easier.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is easier. He hasn't figured out how to work Zelda yet. The original Zelda on the NES, we got him a Retron because we found it cheap at a pawn shop. So he's playing the all-in-one on the Retron here. And he's in the castle, the first castle. He died. How many times did you die and you still haven't beaten this yet? This castle. This is level 1, mind you.
Yeah, it's
How many times did you die?
like 5.
5 times.
Oh.
So when the kids say that their video games are easier than ours, I believe that. Go get that key. Watch, those hands can take you. They can take you.
Don't remember this.
He thinks this is amusing.
Our games were tougher than their games currently. As you heard, I got him a Retron at a pawn shop, and he's been playing my multi-cart for my NES just to kind of get his feet wet with some of these games. And he is determined, he's bound and determined to beat The Legend of Zelda version 1. But you heard him, this one's harder than Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and a lot of the games that these guys have on today's consoles. Here's some more gameplay.
Remember, you're supposed to swing your sword.
Oh, fair.
Get the fairy. Go grab it. Use your boomerang. Before she disappears. There you go. Go up. So how long do you think it'll take you to beat this?
Days, months, maybe.
Why? Go to the left.
You see how many times I died?
Well, come on, this should be easy. It's like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, heck nah.
What? You act like this is hard.
It is.
What do you mean it's hard?
It's... What? What do you mean? It's hard.
Oh, this is an old game, man. This is old Zelda. You should be able to do this in your sleep.
Yeah, if I'm old.
Why? What does being old have to do with anything?
They know the cheat codes.
Well, there's no cheat codes. You better keep going. You're going to die. You need to find a fairy. Go in that cave.
Thank gosh, I'm safe.
Well, go talk. You got to go talk to her.
It's a girl?
She don't do nothing. You got to go find something. Go up. See if you can go up. Go to the left. Go up. Go up there. Hope you don't die. Go up, go up, go up. There. Alright, that's considered the Lost Woods, so you don't want to go there quite yet. Go down. And you're going to go to the right. Go back over here and explore some more. Go up after you go.
Oh my.
You might want to go back over and hit the ferry again.
Do you think?
Oh, there you got a heart. Oh, you lost
I
it.
just lost. I'm terrible at this.
Better practice on your Switch.
I don't.
There's a
have
cave.
the Switch.
Go in the cave before you die and have to start all over again. Well, it's been 2.5 minutes and you haven't died yet, so that's good. That's a good sign. So there you can buy arrows. You can buy... What I would do is I'd go out and kill enemies until you get 130. And then you can buy yourself a shield, bigger shield, because you obviously need a bigger shield.
So there you can see, I made a joke toward the end of the video where I said, you made it 2.5 minutes without dying. And that was literally the case. I had watched him. I was kind of helping him, giving him directions. But then he resorted to the internet. And he went online and he found a map and he found where all of the levels were, or the castles, to where he could go. And I think he's at the point right now. He's got a blue ring. He's got the magic sword. He knows where the master sword is, and he's gotten the raft. And I think he's on his way to get the ladder. I think that's level 5. But it just goes to show you, we did not have the internet. We didn't have a way. We got the maps in Nintendo Power. It came with a basic map in the instructions for the NES for The Legend of Zelda. But we didn't have the ability to know what bush to burn and what rock to move and what gravestone to move. And it's kind of funny that I remembered some of those. So in this make or break, do today's games break today's gamers? Just seeing them play some of these retro games that should be pretty and fairly easy, that I find today's games being a little bit more challenging. Is that a make or break? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get you back to the show again for this season opener. Let's go. We are back. That was kind of funny because Moat was in the process of joining. I don't know if he saw, but it went red. So he can join. He get him back in. So what did you guys think? Make or break on that one? I figured it'd be a little bit of fun to talk about that one because we were discussing this because obviously they couldn't hear it. You know, about the things that you do or we did as kids. You know, You heard my son. Well, you guys had all the cheat codes, guys. We didn't have no cheat codes. Tell these guys. Somebody in the chat room said Game Genie. That didn't come out till later. But
yeah. Well, you either knew the like the secret passageways, like in Mario Brothers, or Super Mario Brothers, and like just side note, I have to mention this again because we were talking about it behind the scenes, but like my kids when they play Mario. They don't press the run button. They don't hold it down. And I watch them play and I'm like, for God's sakes, will you just run everywhere and like you'll jump higher? And they don't understand those mechanics for some reason. And I'm like, it seems like it would be rudimentary and like easier to grasp, coming from the controllers that they have today, which seem more complex, I guess. So it's just, I don't know. It's really weird. But, I had a map for Zelda that I passed back and forth with a friend of mine, and it was the big world map. And we would like put X's and like hearts and mark all the spots where the important stuff was and write down like, codes for how to get through the, what's it called? The Lost Woods.
Yep.
And get into the graveyard. And, it was such a different time, but I don't want to steal all the thunder about talking about pausing games and stuff like that. But I mean, it's especially like seeing your son play. I feel like it's kind of like the newer consoles in a way are, kind of breaking them. But then again, they do have the virtual library platform. So
well, and that was the thing I told him. He got a Retron. I got it at a pawn shop for $15. So, Moat, to bring you up to speed here, Moat's joining us on this season 2 premiere. We did a make or break, and I had my son. He played Zelda 1 for the first time, and he basically said this is harder than Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom combined. And the make or break was, are yesterday's games breaking the kids of today? And it was interesting to watch him play. And basically struggle through. Angel in the chat room was like, "Dude, this is painful to watch," because I literally was standing there helping him, and it took him like he would die every 2.5 minutes. Like it was just, and he's like, "Well, that's because you guys had all the codes. We had no codes. We paused it,
Right.
shut the TV off. Right? I mean, that's what we did."
Yeah.
So that was the make or break.
True story.
And most games nowadays, and you die, you just pick up right where you left off, and you keep going. A lot of these games,
saves.
you die, and you're out of lives. Done. Start over.
We thought it was great, right?
There is none of that in today's games.
Because
or codes
you gotta-
like
Right.
Mega Man, you'd have
Oh
like
my gosh.
the codes, and if you screwed it up, did you ever like write it down wrong and it didn't work? Oh my god.
That was like in Mike Tyson's Punch Out. what was it?
Yeah.
0073735963 to get to Mike Tyson in the end. Like that was what we did. We memorized codes because that was the only way. Like if you fought your way up to Tyson or fought your way anywhere, like Zelda was the first game for the NES to have a battery.
That by the way, fun side note, that was one of the really cool benefits of the Famicom disc system was that all the disc games, like the counterpart disc games, so like Zelda, Super Metroid, Kid Icarus, all these games that didn't have any save capability at all in the States, if they were on the disc system, you could save on the disc system. It was kind of a neat feature. So cool side note.
Yeah, it's all this. Oh no, you're sorry, Mo. I just got your message. How's your daughter, Mo? Is she doing good?
Good. She's a warrior, and they won. So yeah.
Oh, so that's just the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah.
So we're checking out these older games, and like I said, my son's been kind of enjoying that. But there was some news this week. Bill, you want to take us into a little bit of something to do with Mario Kart, right?
Yeah, Mario Kart. We've got the fifth wave of new courses just came out, I think, yesterday. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I'm going to probably play around with it this weekend. But yeah, I think there's one more to go after this. And I can tell you, I'm really enjoying the ones that they've added so far. And these all look pretty cool.
Believe it or not, I got a steering wheel for the Switch, the Mario Kart steering wheel. So we've actually been playing this Mario Kart with a steering wheel in the other room. It's pretty wild. Like that's the only way I want to play it now. Is just playing with a steering wheel. If you didn't, it was like $100, and I'm like, no, we got to play this with a steering wheel. So my son has been hogging that.
What is the arcade version called? Like DX
Isn't
or
it
something?
I thought
Mario
it was
Kart GP.
Mario
Or
GP.
GP. Yeah. Did they get updates on the arcade machine, like where they'll add new tracks through like an update or anything like that? Do you guys know?
No, it's all static. It's all the same stuff.
Well, I mean, like not like it's online, but I mean, like they could get a disc or somebody could come out and
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that's just that's all you get.
It's technically the same engine, isn't it? Like the same game engine or whatever.
Well, Bandai Namco made the one for the arcade, where this one I believe is a straight Nintendo creation import.
Whoa, wait, that's a Bandai Namco game?
Yes, ma'am.
How did I not know that? Oh my god! Now I have to look this up.
We just taught her something new today. No. So are these going to be free for people that have the NES package that they pay for the year, or is this a paid add-on? Because I noticed I didn't pay for NES, but I got a bunch of, my son was telling me I got a bunch of new tracks.
It's free if you subscribe to the expansion pack.
Okay.
For Nintendo Switch Online. Otherwise, it's a pay per download.
Oh my god! It is a Namco game. I cannot believe
she's
that.
all excited.
Did you think I was making that up? I mean,
No. I just see the Namco logo on here with the Nintendo. Like that's just so weird. It's just so crazy. But this is Arcade GP, and then there's like DX, because DX was the one that I was thinking of. There's Mario Kart Arcade GP DX, which I think is a separate entity /game/y game. Oh, they've got cool. How come everything in Japan is better?
Well, the games at least are cheaper in Japan, even the ones that are more expensive. So, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. Now since I've been playing Mario Kart with the steering wheel, like we have it hooked up to the kiosk here in the back, so we have Mario Kart. But I'm gonna probably move it over to the bigger TV that's right over here, and because that's like a 65-inch, so we could sit there and have the Switch up on the screen. Because my wife and my daughter were playing, and they were doing split screen, and it was kind of tough on a 32-inch screen to do like a quad view. So I'm gonna move it over there.
Okay, you remember playing 007 4-player on like a 19-inch screen, 4x3?
Yeah. I know that was 20 years ago, so 30 years ago. We're not. Yeah, so
my eyes were better then.
I was just gonna say that. My eyes were a lot better than.
Yeah, that was before the tube burned all of our eyes out.
All right, so before we get into the next subject, I know my wife.
Not YouTube, like CRT tube.
Before we get into the next section here, this one's going to be a little bit serious, but a little bit before we get into this. I know my wife is watching, but so the last couple of weeks we haven't had the show, and I know a lot of people were wondering like what's going on. It's been 3 weeks, we haven't done the show or anything. So the reality is the reason this happened right around my birthday. I think it was June 15th. My wife, I was out in the garage, I was messing around. I think I was brooming or something. She comes up to me and she says, "I'm pregnant." And I was just like, "Come again?" And she's like, "Well, I'm pregnant." And so, it was Father's Day weekend, and I'm sitting here going, okay, you're messing with me. It's my birthday. I was like, God, that's a good one. I didn't believe her until she started saying that like she's going to call the doctor and everything like that. So the last couple of weeks, we actually, I don't know if you guys saw a video of my son's new room. We moved my son down into the room where we were gonna put the baby. But the reality was it's a bigger room. My son's like, well, I want that room. So it worked out. He's like, yeah, the baby can have my room, which is across the hall from us. So
you forgot to tell him one part of the story.
What's
Steven.
that?
Well, see, Steven always fails to mention this part, but after finding out that Erin was pregnant, he actually said, "You're going to have to excuse me." And he went into another separate room where he turned on Eye of the Tiger and then like screamed out loud, "I still got it," and like started doing like an 80s dance.
No, it was more or less like I says to my wife, I was like, well, how did that happen? And she's like, well, if I got to explain that to you, we've got bigger problems. But here's the funny part, okay, for everybody. See, everybody's like, yeah, congratulations, that's awesome, thanks, guys, I really appreciate it. But here's the thing, my wife was on the pill. She didn't stop taking the pill. So in reality, it shouldn't have happened. But hey, the good Lord upstairs, he decided that we were going to have another one, and that was the bottom line, and that's what happened. So she is due.
Yeah, apparently, you've got 50 cal.
Well, so listen. Here's the way. It's,
Egg busters.
My wife says, well, at least we know that video games isn't the only thing he does. So,
wow. All right.
We don't have. Yeah, we got to keep this. We got to keep this G-rated for kids. Hey, yeah. So we found out due date is February 8th. We don't have a gender yet, but yeah. So I wanted you guys to know it wasn't in vain that we're taking off. These guys on the panel knew. I called them up. I was like, guys, I hate to do this to you, but like I'm literally moving one room to the other. We were cleaning it out and stuff. If you go on my Instagram, you can actually see pictures of my son's new room with the Switch set up and whatnot. And then last week there was something going on, so we weren't able to do it. So I was like, let's just push it back another week. I think everybody, Bill, you had like a picnic or something you had to go to, and a bunch of us had some stuff going on with the 4th of July, so we were just like, let's just run it. So I just wanted to kind of update everybody and let everybody know, like, that's what happened. That's where we're at. Onward and upward, right? I figured there's some positivity in the community now, right?
Are we allowed to crack one joke about this?
Go ahead, crack away.
All right, cool. Onward and upward is the way you got into the situation in the first place. There, got it out. Let's go.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Mic drop. Bam.
I was trying the Konami code, and I kept hitting up many times, and it just, we'll leave it at that. All right, let's turn it over to Bill for some Stern news. What's going on, man?
Oh, okay. You want to do this one next?
Yeah, let's go. Stern.
He doesn't seem very stern to me.
Hey, he's not really excited about it. Oh, there you go.
All right, so this actually goes back about a year ago to San Diego Comic-Con last year, and Stern had a booth there, and they were one of the people they were going to have. Actually, they had Todd McFarlane and Ozzy Osbourne at their booth, and there was a lot of speculation at the time because Todd McFarlane was going to be there that they were going to announce Venom as their next pinball, because as a lot of people know, Todd McFarlane is the artist. He's co-creator of Venom. Well, that did not happen last year, but the rumors were still swirling that was coming out eventually. Apparently, I think they wanted to hold it back because of James Bond and because of the anniversary, all that kind of good stuff. So rumors started swirling again this year that it was going to happen at San Diego Comic-Con. And then there were some leaks that seemed to make it, that it was a definite thing. And now it's official because Stern has actually come out and said, yes, Venom is their next pinball machine. They're going to officially unveil it July 18th, right before San Diego Comic-Con. And I believe they're actually going to have some there that people will be able to see in person.
Nice. Are
That's
we excited?
really cool.
Are we excited for this? Because usually what happens is they usually end up with different versions.
Yeah, I'm
even some home versions.
gonna start an OF so I can start collecting pinball machines.
Look at that face. He's just like
not a GoFundMe, not a Kickstarter, not a change.org or something.
That's right. I'm gonna do it on my own.
Well, you know what? You got it. You're absolutely right, yo. You got it.
oh my goodness.
Wow.
On that note,
I'm afraid that's what the content's gonna be on there. I mean, like, are you gonna
whatever
show, like,
sells.
Well, I mean, it's specialty category. Swing.
Bill.
Did you know that OnlyFans started as a platform for like chefs and artists and stuff to actually make money, and it's just been taken over by the
Well, you know what?
The adult community.
Yeah.
Thank women for ruining it and also making a lot of men happy.
Well, wait a second though. The women that, if you remember, they also ruined Twitch too, because that turned into no offense to, but the adult industry women ruined Twitch. We'll say it that way.
Yeah. Like
No,
dude, we couldn't
not
we
all
couldn't
of
scream in
No,
beers.
you know what? Adriana Chechik is on Twitch and she's awesome to
Okay,
watch on
not
Twitch.
all of them, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, hold on, but to be fair to her, I mean, she's a name. If y'all don't know who she is, go look her up. I mean,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, she
Yeah.
she is, but she's also a good streamer.
Right.
And she's good at playing games.
I'm not taking that away from her at all. It just so happens that there's no way to go away for me to say this. So yeah.
So
there. All I'm saying is, if we wanted to go on there and stream with a tank top on, we couldn't. But
yeah.
But ladies are allowed to go out there and stream with tank tops.
Exactly.
And G strings and hot tub pools and
How do you string with a G string? It's like upside down.
So there is a question, because I'm going to kind of move this in. There's a question comes up. Does anybody have an answer to this? Does Stern offer repair services? I would assume they all do, except that what it's going to cost
repair
is
services. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like
for
a
their
warranty
their pinball, I guess.
Like when
I think they have a warranty. I don't like.
Well, do they have like a contract? I think that's what he's asking. Like, can you subscribe to a contract where they can come out and repair your machine? A lot of like bigger machines you can
like
do that.
Best Buy.
Yeah, they do like a service contract. Is that what you're asking, Sonic Flood?
I'd have to look. I mean,
I imagine they would
Stern
lease it out to like a third party or something. That would just make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You're right.
just like how you have to buy them from a third party, you're not direct from Stern. I imagine it will be the same process.
And you're probably going to pay a fortune for it as well. It's probably not going to be cheap.
Yeah.
So, all right. Moving along here, Mr. Bill, we've been waiting for a retro game spotlight. What do we got on deck today?
Oh, okay. So with this one, this is something I found out about a while ago, and obviously with us being on break, we haven't had a chance to show it off. But this is a cool mod if you're playing NES games on an emulator that changes the way they look a little bit and makes them look a little bit more modern. So let's check it out.
Retro Gaming Spotlight.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another Retro Gaming Spotlight. So on today's video, what I want to do is show you a way you can breathe a little new life into some of your old NES games, specifically if you're playing them using emulators on your PC. Now, what I have loaded up here is an emulator called Mezen. Mezen is a really great emulator for running your old NES games. It has a lot of neat features in it, including the ability to use Sinden light guns to be able to play games like Duck Hunt and Hogan's Alley. But what I want to show you today is one of its special features, and that is the ability to load HD packs. Now, HD packs are community-led art packs that change the graphics of certain NES games, and in some cases the audio as well, but primarily it's for updating the graphics on these games to give them a different look, maybe even change them to look more like some of their 16-bit Super NES counterparts. Now, they don't change the way the game plays or anything of that nature, just the look of it, but let me show you what you can do. And of course, here is Super Mario Bros., the game everybody remembers from their NES, playing pretty much the way you remember it looking. And what I'm going to do is show you how to install an HD pack and change the way that the game looks. So I'm going to go to Tools and Install HD Packs, and it's going to bring up a list of a bunch of HD packs that I already have downloaded. And I'm going to click on the one for Super Mario Bros. And it says the HD pack has been successfully installed. Do you want to reset the game and load the HD pack now? We will say OK. And there you go. You have Super Mario Bros. Running with a different art style to it. Now, let me just show off a little bit of the gameplay. Alright, and here is just a quick look at Mario playing with the updated art style. Now, I will tell you that some of these games certainly do look better than others. This one, to me, I don't know, kind of feels like it was designed to play in a web browser more than anything else. But it just kind of gives you an idea of what is out there and what is capable. Again, these packs are all community-led. These are all just people out there making them. None of these are certainly licensed in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, you do get kind of an idea. So let me take a couple of minutes now and show you off some of the other ones that are out there. And like I said, some of these are really, really cool looking, and I think you're going to like them. Alright everyone, there you have it. That is just a quick look at the Musen emulator for NES running some of the HD packs. Like I said, some of them I feel were better than others. Taking a look at like the Castlevania, the Metroid game, they made it really feel like they bumped up the graphics to almost Super NES level, whereas some of these like Donkey Kong here just kind of change up the way the game looks a little bit. But that is going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and more game time. All right, guys. So, yeah, I thought those were a lot of fun. I think I kind of said this in the video. Some I thought looked better than others. Like the Mario one, I thought was kind of cool, but it made it look a little more like a web game. But some
Yeah.
of them, like the Metroid and Castlevania, I love the way that it updates them. It really almost makes them look like the Metroid one almost takes the original Metroid and makes it look more like Super Metroid. And it doesn't change any of the play mechanics of the game, but it just adds a little something cool to the way that they look, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Donkey Kong looked pretty cool from
Yeah, that one was
Watching
pretty
that.
cool.
How was it? You were using a controller though with that, right? You can use like a Bluetooth
I
controller.
was using
or
my
keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I was just using my Xbox controller.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Sweet. Those are always fun to play in little emulators on there.
Yeah, and it's something different. That's something like you can't. There'll always be obviously something special about just playing the game the way it's meant to be played
Yeah.
on an NES, but you can't do something like this with that. So if you're gonna play it on an emulator, you might as well spruce it up a little bit and have a little fun with it. Do something a little different.
I just have one question. What was the ninja game that was being played? That
Ask Jade. I think
Jade,
she
what
knows.
was the ninja game that what they were playing? Just curious.
Ninja Gaiden.
What was it?
Hey, that's like kids. That's like kids that when you were playing Street Fighter and they would, call Ryu like Ryui or.
I see.
Ryu.
I always called him Ryu. That's what we knew him as.
Same.
Ryu.
Same.
But then there's kids that called Blanca.
like
They called him
Ryui-
Blanca. They called him
That's a
Blanca.
bad one. Blanca, yeah.
But it's Blanca. If that's technically how it's pronounced. Now I know some people in the Street Fighter community might argue that, but that's really how it's pronounced. I don't
What,
know if that's
Blanca?
really Blanca. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blanca.
But there's kids that are like, I want to be Blanca. What the heck is a Blanca?
No, I remember in the arcade, there was this kid who was playing me in Street Fighter. He was like younger than me, and he kept calling Ryu like Ryui or something like that. And I'm like, dude, it's Ryu, and he's like, yeah, Ryui, and I'm like, okay.
You should have heard. We were watching this, and Jade's like, "Oh, you got Ninja Gaiden." The most like, "What?" We had kids in grade school used to call it Ninja Gaiden. Anybody in the chat room ever have people call it that Ninja Gaiden? I got Ninja Gaiden too the other day.
No, what game or like character in a game did you remember like people just butchering constantly, and it like was just ridiculous, and you were like, really? Put it in the chat.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
no. What I was gonna say is Ninja Gaiden. They called it Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, I think
Mike
most of us
Mike
were
is gonna have
guilty.
an aneurysm over there.
I know.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I was
There's
really
there.
thinking.
Did you hear all three? Somebody would say Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden. That's how they would say it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is
Yeah.
there any other game that they would butcher besides Street Fighter characters? Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, we were all guilty, I think, of calling it Legend of Cage, and when it's Legend of Kage.
Kage.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Kagi.
No, it's Kage.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. What was the other one that P Dubs and I we went round and round with? It was shoot. It wasn't the Legend. It's also on the at Games Legends. I can't think of the name of the game though.
Oh yeah, Guile was Gilly.
Oh
That
yeah,
was another
Gilly.
one.
Yep,
Gilly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gilly.
Ugh.
It's like, how do you get Gilly for Guile? Like, dude, like really? Mario versus Mario. Mario.
No,
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
not Mario.
I think it's supposed to say Mario.
Mario. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mario.
We had friends that
Mario,
always
that
were
was
like
one.
Mary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you guys playing that Super Mario Brothers on the Hindindu?
And
That
okay,
thing is messing with the TV. I don't know what you guys did, but
so how many of you guys do a lot with Dragon Ball Z? Do you know a lot about Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So in Dragon Ball Z, they have the Kamehameha, right? Are we all in agreement? It's called the Kamehameha.
yeah, Kamehameha.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's not what these kids are calling it in Fortnite. Like, they called it the Kamehameha or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking? The Kamehameha. That's what they call it. The Kamehameha.
Okay. Okay, but in fairness
Okay.
to them, in fairness to them, that's not their fault because if you watch
The remake
episodes of
calls it that. The remake
right,
Dragon.
and if you watch
like,
and if you watch Dragon Ball Super, they're saying that I'm going to hit him with the Kamehameha, and I'm like, Sean Schimmel, yo, shut up, dude.
yeah, it's
I get the good
it's
voice, whatever, dude, but it's dumb, man.
the new one they
dumb.
call it the Kamiyamiya, and I'm like, that's
But
not what it's called in the original Dragon Ball.
In the dubbed version of the series in Z, when they're doing it, they say it out loud, like, you know, slowly.
Yeah,
Like
they
that's
go,
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes
I think
like
it's
20
like-
minutes for him to like say
because
the same thing.
even in the movies, it's like I'm gonna hit him with the no, don't use the Kamehameha wave, and I'm like, bro,
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like,
chill.
so I was taken back. They're like, no, it's called the Kamiyamiya, and I'm like, no, I'm telling you, the original Dragon Ball Z from the '90s, they called it the Kamehameha. Like
Right.
in the graphic novels, it's the Kamehameha. It's even spelt like that. Like it's not the Kamiyamiya. Even in,
Yeah.
but in the Fortnite store, it's even written out the Kamehameha. It's not the Kamiyamiya. So I'm just kind of like, you ruined my childhood. It's like the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles that they have now from the original. What was it, Kenner that made the Ninja Turtles back then, and now Nickelodeon owns them, but I forget who made them.
I think it was Kenner, the original.
Was it Kenner?
Kenner or
think it was Kenner.
Playmobil or not Playmobil?
No,
Play-
Playmobil.
Well, not Playmobil. It's
no,
Playmates.
Playmate.
Playmate.
Thank you.
I knew it was one of
Yeah,
those.
That was it. That was it.
Not
That's
to-
the
not to be
original
confused
Turtles.
with Playmate.
Oh, back on the OF, huh? Either way, the pronunciations that people come up with, like on some of these games, are ridiculous. Like we need somebody officially to come out and say,
You know
this
what?
is what it's
Schools
called.
schools need a gaming history class in their curriculum. That's what they need.
Absolutely.
Oh, look what the cat drug in. We got MG back in the chat. Old people shouldn't be playing Fortnite anyway, so it doesn't matter. Listen to this.
He's not
guy.
wrong. He's not wrong. He's not
Oh,
wrong.
you guys can hate on it.
He's
It's
not
really
wrong.
good. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. So don't hate. Okay.
Frank D said TMNT was
Played by Playmates.
Playmates. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
remember
Playmates, yeah.
opening all those
Yep.
little figures up with the Playmate symbol, the white and red, white and blue. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, whoops.
America, America,
Mm.
how sweet your toys were in the 80s.
Let's go to we have some more news articles, and then we want to get into there's something I had on some modding we could show, but
Why
over
are you
this
talking about it like you have like a trick or treat bag with?
dude, I got it.
pictures in
I'm all hooked up here, ready to go.
Where? Oh, thank you.
All right. The best Star Wars game is now completely free. Talk to us, Bill. What is going on here? Is this an Amazon Prime Day?
Well, it started on Prime Day, but I think it's available for like close to a month. I think you have a little over 30 days to get this. So if you are an Amazon Prime member, they have Prime Gaming, and every couple of weeks they give out free games. Well, right now the free game is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, which is just a fantastic game. Now this is PC based. This is not for console, but it's free.
But it's free.
So yeah, if you
Price is
haven't
right.
played this game or you haven't played it in a long time and you don't own it on Steam or whatever, and I forget, I have to look at it. I don't remember if it's
August 14th.
through Amazon, like you have to play it on Amazon's platform, or if it's actually
You
on
do.
Steam.
You do, yeah.
A lot of
You
these
do,
are
I just claimed it.
okay. So it's through Amazon's platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because sometimes the free games are actually on Steam. Sometimes they're on GOG.
On GOG. Yep.
So,
Ugh,
but
I am
it
not a
doesn't
fan
really
of
matter.
their
It doesn't
platform.
really matter where it is. It's free. So
Yeah.
it's worth checking out.
They had
Well-
it every once in a while they go on sale on Xbox because they have like the enhanced versions now, you know. And I think last time they were on sale it was like ridiculous. It was like $3.99 for each of them or $4.99 for each of them or something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of good games on Xbox.
Well, Prey is free on GOG right now. Let me grab the code. for
Yes.
that right now.
Yep. Yep. Prey's free for a few more days. And what was the other? There was another one.
Like the new
Uh,
Prey
oh,
or the old school Prey.
the new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
It's the newer one. And what's the other one that's on there? Baldur's Gate,
Cool game.
Yep.
the original Baldur's Gate, and the
Baldur's
enhanced
Gate.
version.
So I've
Has another
also
Baldur's Gate.
and
There's some Diablo 4 content. Sorry, I'm scrolling and I'm looking.
No, you're good.
Can you,
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
have
Oh,
can you have relations with the druid in bear form in Baldur's Gate?
Not in the original, I don't think.
So there's also
my God.
there's another game from Walmart and Amazon right now that you can get for $20 off if you've been waiting on Tears of the Kingdom. This is part of Amazon Prime Day. I think it's good for another 48 hours. You can pick up from Amazon for $57.18 off.
Oh my god, what a good deal.
Well, it's normally 70. So
Yeah.
$20 off.
Not
That's actually not a bad deal considering we all paid full price.
$60.
If you get it from
$60.
Walmart, right now, Walmart has it on
I
sale
will
for
rage quit.
$49.99.
I will
So
rage quit the gaming industry.
$50 if you've been on the fence about getting Tears of the Kingdom, get it from Walmart or get it from Amazon. You can get it for $50 right here from Walmart. Get it while it's still cheap.
Yeah, that $49.99 sounds better.
$50, that's a good.
That's a good deal.
Totally worth
That's
it.
really
Yeah.
that's a
That's
good
great.
deal.
Yeah, $49.99 sounds better.
Yeah. So I mean, if you haven't done so,
How much was a new Nintendo game when they came out? Like original NES. What was like the normal retail for
they're like
big games?
$50, $49.99,
Yeah, I wanna say
$50.
Weren't they like
$50.
40 or $50?
Yeah,
Yeah.
40, $49, $50. Usually the really good ones were really expensive. Like
Right.
you didn't get them cheap.
The best time ever to buy Nintendo games was when it was just disappearing, and then they would have like the bargain bins at KB Toys, and they would be like
Mhm.
$2.99, $3.99, $4.99. Star Tropics, I always saw that one.
I got Star Tropics, and I got the Flintstones the other day. That'll be in my. I only got one game, and I happened to find the Flintstones. So for NES, but that'll be coming in a future video. There's something I wanted to bring up, and this is going to be an argument. This is going to be something that I think we're going to get into some heavy argument, especially for the fanboys in the
No
chat
drama.
room.
No drama.
Well, there's going to be. Well, it's not drama. I know you said there's no drama, but Xbox thinks. Now this is hilarious. Xbox thinks Game Pass can help offset tens of millions in lost Starfield and Indiana Jones sales. What is their logic?
Huh?
There's a new court document, and its ongoing battle with the FTC reveals how Microsoft believed it could use Xbox Game Pass, get this, and console sales to help offset the losses it would incur from making Starfield and Indiana Jones console exclusives. In this new document focused on the FTC's final findings of fact, the FTC cites Microsoft Gaming Chief Financial Officer Tim Stewart's testimony stating that Microsoft had forecasted more than 10 million sales on PlayStation for both Starfield and Indiana Jones before it decided to make both games exclusive to Xbox. They just keep digging themselves a hole. Like, I don't understand their logic.
I don't know, but there's a lot of really good games on Xbox that PlayStation doesn't have. So,
But people are boycotting Xbox more and more now because of
I don't
just
understand
what's happening.
I don't understand really what they're doing either. Like I mean, I'm not, the thing is though, like for me with consoles, I'm not like, avidly watching everything they do. I'm like, what game is coming out on which console? I feel like with like Xbox One X, for example, or even Series S, because I think it's all the same. But a lot of the games that I have are like older games, because that's one of the really great things about the store is that they have like a huge selection of older games or remakes. They have like the rare games. I was looking through there just the other day and I was like, oh, holy crap. Like they have a lot of games on here that you could not pick up on the PlayStation network or whatever. That's like my thing that I really like about Xbox. But like with
Xbox has the online stuff. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
They've got that on lock.
But but if like with Sony, they have like all the exclusive games, obviously, and their like historical library is like okay. I feel like they have a lot of games that they're leaving out of there, but I mean they don't have as much of a selection, and then the cost seems much higher as well. Like I just feel like Xbox is also constantly having sales on like the most random games, but you see them and you're like, oh, I can't pass that up. It's like $1.99,
I don't like, not to sound like a fanboy, I don't want to be a fanboy because I collect and I play everything. There's just nothing, and maybe I'm the only one. I know, Moat, you've got a lot of Xboxes. There's just not anything that's really jumped out. No, I'm okay. You got a bunch of the consoles. You like the console, but there's not really a game that really makes you say, I need to buy the Xbox to play this XYZ game.
Agreed.
Yes,
Agreed.
yes, there is.
What game is that?
So,
What some of the older Spider-Man games?
Okay, but
Yeah.
you can play it on PlayStation. Give me a game right now.
No.
Give me a
Oh,
game.
well, yeah.
you
on,
don't
like,
want to play on
PS3.
PlayStation. The PlayStation versions are horrible.
Oh, the old
If you go
ones.
back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
play-
yeah.
Yeah.
If you go back and play like anything from the 360 and the PS3,
Well, let's
all
talk
those
about-
games were optimized with
We're talking
360.
about the Series X and
Mhm.
the Series S. Give me
So-
one title that screams go out and buy the Xbox.
First party or third party?
Whichever. I'm new to this. I want to buy a new console. Tell me what
How
game.
much do you wait? How much
so-
do you want to spend?
Doesn't matter.
Let's-
That's irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the reality, and I was literally having this conversation with friends in a group chat earlier today, right? And realistically speaking, consoles are just PCs now. At this point, everybody should just have a PC, unless your only console you really need is Nintendo.
Mhm.
All the first party exclusives are going to PC, so it really doesn't
So
matter.
true.
Now, so I'll say this: as an avid Street Fighter 6 addict, it runs better on the Series X. It runs. You can run 120 consistently, no drops, whatever else. And a lot of the third party games actually run better on the Series X. Now, if you're talking about like first party exclusives, no, go with PlayStation. Because let's be real, it's more appealing. There's this old trope that Xbox only had Halo, Gears, and Forza. Even Alan Wake 2 is multi-platform now, and that was a game that they had that was exclusive for years, for over a decade for Xbox. So it's not one of these things where it's like, well, do you spend the money on this? It's just, again, it comes down to budget. Do you want to spend $500 to get it, $400 to get in with a digital, $500 to get in with a disc, or do you want to spend maybe $300 or less? Because if you grab an Xbox Series S on Prime Day, you got it for $199.
And there's
So
a
it's
discount
more about-
right now for Prime for I think it's
Right.
10% off or something.
Right. So
Yeah.
so it's all about what you're willing to spend.
Mm-hmm.
What are you interested in, disc or are you interested in physical or not? And are you interested in 4K gaming? Because if you're not interested in 4K gaming and you literally have a 1080p TV or whatever else, right?
Then you don't matter.
You don't spend the money and go get a series.
But you just proved to me
PS5.
a question that I had weeks ago, maybe even months ago, where I talked about Far Cry 6. I have it for both the PS5 and for the Xbox Series X. Both, let me just put it, physical conditions. It plays smoother and faster on the Series X than it does on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot
it's
of
just so
and a lot of
smooth.
games they're going to, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just a tagline. The Series X is the strongest console on the market right now. That's not a tagline. That's mechanically proven. So I mean,
if you take any third party game and compare them between the two consoles, it's going to look better on Series X. And the other thing too is I feel like Series S gets overlooked a lot, and Series S has a really, really strong proponent in the dynamic resolution that they use, and also it does an upscaling effect for 4K TVs. It won't play in 4K, but it just basically upscales the picture, right?
Right.
So it's surprisingly powerful for how tiny it is and what it does. But going back to what I was kind of saying before, between the two systems, I mean, there's a lot of games that are on Series S, and it may not look as pretty visually, like if you're really looking at it as like a PS5 version, but generally will run smoother if that makes sense.
So my buddy Greg, who's watching the show right now, texted me and he says, by the way, a lot of people like me prefer Xbox versus PlayStation over the design of the controller with left-hand joystick offset on Xbox. So,
Yeah.
so having
real
that ability, I mean, we're
Yeah,
not even
Xbox
talking
controller,
about that, right? But the controller factor for a lot of
Mhm.
people, that's a deal breaker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And-
you know, to go to like what was saying before, and I don't want to then turn this into PC versus console, but you know, I'm sitting here with a machine that's an i9. I got 32 gig in it. I got a 37 NVIDIA card in it. I can get Xbox Game Pass on PC, and I can play all these same games. So exclusive is a little bit of a misnomer.
No,
because
no,
you
because,
can play
it's cheaper.
because,
And Game
because
Pass
you're
on
not
PC
going to
is
get
cheaper.
you're not going to get all the backwards compat library games that you can get on an Xbox though. With the Game Pass that's on PC.
That's not true.
No,
Because
most of them
I said
are
you
on
can't
there
get.
for
I said
PC
you
too.
can't get all of them. You can't get all of them.
Now,
Well, what
granted,
can you get?
I also
What
paid
can you get,
$3,000 for a computer versus what an Xbox
Yeah.
is. So
Right.
there's that factor. But if you've already got the machine that's capable of it,
Well, wait a second. Coming from a
saying.
guy who's a big computer nerd, let's go into that. You're
Well,
up,
no, I mean,
I
like,
just la-
the
I
but
thing
you're
is, like,
updating
if
your
if you're
computer
talking about current gen gaming, I agree.
but you're
But
updating your
a
computer
PC
every 3 to 5 years, where a console's lasting 7 to 10 years.
But here's the thing, though. Look, if
I had my last
you build a
computer for 12
computer, you
years.
invest. You can invest. Yeah, you can invest. Like, let's just say, how much is a Series X right now? Like $600 or something.
500.
Okay, it's fine. It's 500, but you can invest $800 and go digging around, and you can build a good PC
That will last you 3 to
For-
5 years.
for about $800.
That'll
No.
last you 3.
Or-
Yes, it
That
will.
can
The
easily
average
be-
PC
that can
lasts from 3 to
easily
5
be
years.
upgraded.
Yeah.
That can easily be upgraded.
Yeah,
when
for
you
another
need a
5 or
component.
600 bucks,
when
maybe
you
even
need it-
1,000.
No,
Well,
when
Yeah.
you need a new
no,
component
no,
for it,
No.
you can
Yeah.
get. I guarantee, because
No.
here's the thing: when you upgrade
Have
your
you
PC,
have you seen the
you never go.
have you seen
never
the
go with
cost
the
of
newest
graphics
thing.
cards?
You never go
I
with the
ha-
newest thing.
Have you seen?
wait, wait.
Whoa, wait.
Wait,
Have you
wait,
seen the
time
cost
out,
of
time out,
graphics
time
cards?
out.
6,
Yeah,
7,
and-
$800.
Where are you? Where are you
Yeah, if you're
buying
getting
those
like a
at?
4080 or a 4090.
Well, I'm
yeah,
not gonna
Right.
buy.
graphics cards-
I'm not gonna buy no
Right, but
$200 or
like graphics card
$300 junk.
See,
That's it, you know-
we're not really
Bill
in a
Mike-
pandemic anymore. So
Bill, Mike,
literally,
let's get our
you know what?
let's
You
get
know
our
what, Steven?
pitchforks out. Fanboy over here needs
No,
to be
it's
stopped.
No,
not-
I'm not.
it's
I know.
just-
I'm not being
it's
fanboy.
more-
I'm being practical
No,
here.
seriously, like literally, ETA Prime just put out a video, and I want to say it was Monday or last Saturday, where he showed that you can build a $300 PC that is capable of keeping up with at least a Series S, with 120 frame rates and whatever else, playing Miles Morales and things of that nature. You know, like you can build a good PC for under $500. You just have to know what you're doing.
I get it,
Yeah,
but it's
And
only
graphics-
gonna last.
graphics,
100%.
graphics cards, you can get you get a Radeon 7700 for like $269 now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
But it's
graphics
only
cards,
gonna
they've
last
come down.
3 to 5 years because the technology changes
Well,
on the
Steven,
operating system.
what
That's
are
my
you
point.
saying?
Wait.
No.
Right, dude. I have a 1080 Ti in the PC that my daughter plays freaking Roblox on, dude. And that card came out what 10 years
No.
ago, maybe.
My listen.
and
this-
it still
my
runs 4K 120.
my point
I
is,
mean-
but wait. We're all tech gurus that know how to do this. I'm talking about normal people.
oh,
normal-
the normies. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
So that's why you didn't let me finish here. So I get it, but the average consumer, and I don't consider us consumers, I consider us prosumers. So let's just put that. So before I get burned at the stake here, the average consumer upgrades their laptops, their phones, their tablets every 3 to 5 years. In which case, they're not going to take it and, like Jade said, and spend $300 to $600 and upgrade like
But
memory and hard drive. They're
people
not going
don't
to do
go
that.
into stores anymore and buy PCs.
But
You
that's
know,
why they're
if
buying
you-
consoles,
If you
though.
want it, I would say that anybody who really wants a gaming PC is going to build it on their own, unless you're just like you just have money to throw away. Then you're like, I'm going to buy an Alienware. But I mean, like most people who want a game on PC are going to build their own PC, and you know, unless you're doing it for commercial reasons or something, you're going to go like all the best and budgeted routes that you can go to get good
We
components.
got my
at
daughter
really
a
low
gaming laptop for
prices.
$600,
But
and it's playing everything she wants it to.
The longevity of your PC, though. I mean, you're talking about at least at minimum 12-year.
But wait.
And the other thing,
the
too,
reason
is
I'm
that
saying that, though, look at Windows 11. I have a beast of an i7 machine with 64 gigs of RAM. It's a dual quad, so it's got 8 cores with hyper-threading. Will not run Windows 11 because it doesn't have that security chip in the BIOS.
Yeah, that's
so
that's
in
either
all
A, your motherboard, or B,
but doesn't matter.
You can enable it.
But
in
Steven,
the
that's the exception that proves the rule.
No. But that's what I'm
Windows
saying.
Made that change.
But that's why I'm saying 3 to 5. The common consumer is going to say, "I just put all this." They're going to get rid of the computer, and they're going to buy another one for another $1,000.
That's the same consumer that's going to go on the store and buy a 14 Pro Max. And
exactly.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
exactly. So I don't like that cancels itself out. That argument cancels itself out because the people who are actually going to be gaming on PC are going to build their own PC. Like I have never met someone.
Oh
I
agree with that.
I just spent $12,000 or $1,200 on this gaming PC. No. It just doesn't happen in the gaming.
And if you go check the performance charts on Steam, what's the most currently used graphics card right now? I think it's still like a 1050 or something like that.
Yeah.
A 1050 or a 1050 Ti.
1050 or 1060.
I got a Quadro P22, a Quadro P2200 that I'm using for my streaming machine.
And I got a 1660 Super sitting on the floor.
Right.
What I'm saying is this: it's like all these people talking about, frames matter and blah 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 blah. A lot of cats are still sitting here on these old either 1920 by 1080 monitors or 1650 by 1024 monitors,
right?
And they're not getting the frame rates and stuff that they're used to. It's just like me and Nick Matz and I had this conversation about phones the other day. Shout out to Nick Matz, a great dude, man. And I was like, dude, like we all don't even use our phones to their full potential. So if we're not even using these devices like that, and
right?
Probably just
right. I mean, this is capable of 120 hertz.
No, it's not. It's Android. It's not capable of anything but crashing.
I never run it at that because the battery will last me 2 hours.
Hold on. And as a biased person who could pick up both and hold both and be like, dude, listen, this freaking 22 Ultra outperforms this mother trucking 14 Pro.
No way.
I can say that.
No,
that's because
I can say that.
No,
yes, it does.
You got to get the Pro Max. Forget that Pro crap.
That's cap.
Get out of here.
You know what it's about?
How's that battery life, Mo?
With the iPhones is software optimization. That's where they win.
Yep.
But the Android platform is far better. Like from an overall point of view, and graphically for what you're going to get.
Let's get us back on the rails here before the chat room crucifies us here.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I built my desktop in I think it was 2019. And I've got an i7 9700K.
All right, this just
32 gigabytes of RAM.
It's not even valid anymore. This conversation.
RTX 2070, and
that's not a bad card. Not a bad card.
Yeah, and I can run Cyberpunk right now with like the latest update. At
that's all she cares about.
It's over 60. Yeah. Well, no, it's a good game for benchmarking.
Listen, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's a good game for benchmarking.
I'm just teasing.
I can run it. Getting over 60 FPS with full ray tracing.
Exactly. It used to be. That's what it used to be. But can it run Crysis? And now it's can it run Cyberpunk?
Everybody.
That's the new
but so my daughter, we're pro Mac
benchmark.
here. We have a lot of Macs. I just bought a new Mac Studio, 32 gigs of RAM, the M2.
Then?
No, I don't do a lot of game on PC, but my daughter does. She's been playing Roblox, she plays Minecraft, she plays Fortnite. So we got her a gaming laptop, which at Christmas time, which was about $600, but it's beast. It'll play everything at the highest resolution the 4K. It'll play everything at the highest. It's got an ETI graphics card, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it runs good. And she hooks it up to her TV, and she plays with a blue.
He's not wrong. Listen, Paul's not wrong.
What's Paul saying?
He's not wrong.
Are we on the cyber? Yeah, he's on the Cyberpunk. He says, anyways, to name drop Cyberpunk into a conversation.
It's a good benchmark game.
Yeah. Listen, guys. So let's while we're talking about this, this is a good conversation. We do have some
Not
Not
when it first
traditional
came out.
arcade 1-up news, but we got some arcade 1-up news.
Arcade 1-Up. News and notes.
So, earlier
So
this week,
we're talking NBA Jam, right?
we're not talking NBA Jam. In fact, I actually got the check in the mail today. My buddy dropped it off, and so either early next week or this weekend, NBA Jam and the arcade will be leaving the game room. But
Now you can get the new deluxe.
so I was working with Buy Stuff Store, and I modded my sit down Star Wars and my Ridge Racer. As
Oh
you're
my
seeing
god, is
here.
there something wrong with the steering?
Why?
Is the steering off?
So I didn't
Does
calibrate
it need
this.
a day one update?
I didn't calibrate the
Did Buy
steering on
Stuff
this.
Store
Oh,
not
you
release a
stop
day
it!
one update?
So one of the things that I always preach on is being hardwired to the internet or to the network to play this. But you can see in some of these videos here, the countdown, the timer at the top. They were doing this over Wi-Fi. Buy Stuff Store sent the router that was already configured that the Android boxes connect right to. It's got Crazy Taxi. It's got Need for Speed. It's got a lot of these games. These guys, we stream this live. If you want to go back and watch the game night, it was like 2 hours of it. I just grabbed like a highlight here that you guys could see. It played really well. And this is still beta for the Star Wars. This is up for pre-order right now that you can get it for your Star Wars cabinet. I actually did a video walkthrough on how to install it step by step. You can actually follow that on YouTube. But I'm actually pleased with the mod. Just getting used to the controls is something. And Jade, don't worry, it still has the original Star Wars and then additional Star Wars games.
Can you turn up the music in the background?
For you, well, you're not going to be able to hear it.
No. Wait, can you hear that?
Here.
Da, 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 da.
Oh,
I
here we
like
go.
to shill for Buy Stuff
Oh,
Store.
here we go.
Boy.
This I thought was we've been on a kick of playing since Fast and the Furious. We've been on a kick of playing these racing games, and I picked up a steering wheel for the PS4, and I picked up the one for Mario Kart. So these guys they've been like playing this nonstop.
How
racing
come
stuff.
those are in 16:9?
Because some of them are console games. In fact, most of them are console games. So I personally
but
don't
I mean,
really
like,
care.
I'm sorry. What did I miss? Like, what system that is? Did you say?
So all of the networked games are PSP games, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why it's in 16.
So that's why it's a 16:9, but not like the original Ridge Racer ROMs that are on there from the arcade. They are, I guess it's 1280 by 720.
Well,
or
it's nice. It's nice that they keep them in the
6:9.
correct aspect ratio.
Yeah, and the kids they didn't really say much about that, but that was one thing I did ask Buy Stuff Store, and it's the PSP version. So that's something that I want to work on with it as well, since they are the PSP versions. I'm going to take my PSP, get the Need for Speed Carbon, and try to connect to those arcades to play it in handheld while they're playing the arcade and driving. So in theory, it should work
Huh.
if you're playing the network
Interesting.
game. So I'm going to test that and play it. But the point of that was showing that if you're on the fence and you're like, the network play is really good. I mean, that was something that
How much does that package retail for normally?
I believe it's like 320. That's for everything, for your brand new H panel, the box, which is the here. Let me pull this up so you can see it.
Who let the
The
dogs out?
Android, not me. I don't have a dog, so it's not me.
Yeah, I thought it was a little over 400 for everything.
And maybe it is. I'm a shill, remember?
That's for two systems.
That's right,
though.
okay.
So you get the new H panel where you can put the
But that's for two systems. Like
sounds.
I really am trying to know.
no, that's
I
per
can't-
system. It's
No,
I
big.
can't
Fur.
see my face.
So right
That's on
there.
purpose.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Hey, look, I'm not
Oh,
a I'm not a Friday night mistake. Okay.
Listen here. So this is like
Hey,
in the video I show everything that you get with it for the price. So if you want them, they even give you the stickers to go over top of the other ones, and they're not really stickers. Like you can always peel them off. They're like they remind me of the old color forms that you would stick on the cardboard, and you could peel them off real easy. That's what these are to make it match the stock font and graphics and everything. Like you can't even tell.
So,
And they give you the rumble motor for that. That's something the Star Wars cabinet has sadly missed.
Mm.
So when that thing goes, man, you feel it like you could. I have
That's
the base. I have the base shaker inside of the.
Well, there was
refrigerator.
no rumble
Nice.
in the original Star Wars game.
Well, I don't care. I want it to rumble when you hit the thrusts and you're going through. That's awesome.
so Steven, you're in pretty good with buy stuff arcades, right? So if
Sure.
we wanted to get if we wanted to get a discount on a Ridge Racer kit or something like that, that's
Oh, you know what?
that's something that
I
make
never
happen.
asked them. I'll make a note of that. Maybe we can get a discount code for people to if you want to buy
I'm
it.
just talking about the panel. Mainly, I'm talking about me.
Oh, so
Listen.
all right. If
Y'all,
Buy
they gotta
Stuff
make
stores
money.
watch it, we'll see about.
Listen. The rest of y'all, they got to make money.
Well, no,
But,
'cause
Right.
just to be fair here, I was pretty much done making any content for the home arcade space. I'm like,
right.
I just
Oh.
no, I'm serious. I didn't want to do it, but they had reached out to me. They said they wanted to send me this with the pedals and everything like that. I was like, okay. So out of obligation, but then I started doing it. I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. This was something that I actually had fun doing. It wasn't where I was sitting there going, oh my gosh, what am I getting? So the kids were having fun playing this. I had fun playing it. And I don't mind doing content like this. It was a lot of fun. So I didn't even bother. That's where I'm going with this. I didn't bother asking for any kind of discount code because then right away everybody labels you a shill and everybody says you're just trying to. But I mean, that's the reason they send these products out for people to do this because they're hoping that you get sales based on how you see this is being used.
Right.
And I've been working with them on the software too side of things because certain things are kind of wonky on certain menu systems. I ain't gonna lie. They know it. We mentioned it during the live stream. The kids mentioned it. So they're working on it. They overnighted me a new chip to put in there, which is going to be in the final product that everybody else is going to get on the Star Wars one. So, but yeah, I'm not going to bore everybody with all
they're
this.
not officially shipping this yet.
No, it's still in pre-order.
Okay.
So this is still. So I'm kind of like the guinea pig right now, if you will, for the Star Wars. You can get the Ridge Racer, but honestly, Jade, you made the comment earlier. You're like, well, I don't really want console games on my arcade, and so I do want to stress that most of these are console games. So if you don't want console games on your arcades, this is not for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point with those two. I didn't really care, and the kids were having a ball, so that told me enough. Like if the kids are going to have fun on it, it don't matter to me. I mean, all these machines are emulated anyway, so it's not as true to the paying the homage of the real arcade, right? Fair enough.
Well, some of them are ports, but yeah.
Okay. So, but I do know that they are working on one for Fast and the Furious to get the original Fast and the Furious games to work on the Fast and the Furious. So they're going to have a whole mod PC setup. I don't know if it's a PC or some kind of setup to where
They're going to have something pretty powerful to run that because I don't even think it's emulated correctly on.
I'm just telling you that it's in the works. Let's just say that. That's all I know.
Are they going to have all the cars
know.
on there?
It's going to be an original port, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you. So
Wait. Time out. Hey, Jade, don't you have two of those gimmicks back behind you in your arcade somewhere?
No, she got rid of it.
Really?
What?
I got
rid of what?
Dibs?
You got rid of the A1 up Fast and Furious. I think you only have one now, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, don't you only have one right now?
Oh yeah, I only have one.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So which is fair enough, right? You don't need two if you're, especially since you have the real arcade. Like, why would you have two A1 ups plus the arcade? That's just gonna dump.
Well, I mean, it was really fun. It was really fun to play with my kids. It's just the reality of it is having two of them. Like, I mean, I don't have them here all the time, so.
Right.
Know,
there's
like,
no point.
It was cool. It was cool to play around with, but I just couldn't justify spending $600.
I just thought I thought it was really cool. Somebody was saying about the Android boxes. Yeah, they even come in this little box. It's kind of cool. It even says Star Wars gaming box, the Android box. My first experience with an Android box, so I'm kind of.
Did it come with like the little router thing? Because I think I saw P-Dub's video. And his
They
came with,
did
like, a
send
router
the
or something
they
that
sent the router to me as well. It was already configured. Literally, all I did was plug it in and I hooked. Because originally I thought you could play it over the internet.
That's in your video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't your router in the video?
The routers, they send you a TP link that has the Buy Stuff Store sticker on it, but it's already configured. You literally plug it in, and I hooked it up to the internet just because I thought originally when they were talking to me that you could play it like Moat. Let's say you modded your Star Wars, like we could play each other across the internet. That's something they're working on. It's not something that's available right now. So I was all excited. I'm like, yeah, man, I just plugged this sucker in. But literally, it was painless.
It would be cool if they made a control, like a connector or adapter that you could use on your Dreamcast, so you could hook up like a Dreamcast with GDEMU and play like all those driving games.
So
that are on
they already
Dreamcast.
have Crazy Taxi and Road Rash on there. So I'm hoping that they do something like that. Because they already have Dreamcast running.
If they had an adapter, though, like then you could literally just play all of them. I mean,
Right.
they have Ferrari F350 or whatever it is, the trucking game.
There's a couple trucking
Crazy
games on
Taxi
there.
1 and 2.
What's the 18? What is it? 18 big wheeler or what is it? That's
Yeah.
on. That's on
18-wheeler.
there.
Yeah.
18-wheeler.
There's a couple truck games on there, but the 18 wheeler is on there. So I don't know. It's still a lot of fun. Like I said, there's a few. I'll say there's more console games than there is arcade games. So if you're dead set on it's gotta be arcade games, this is not for you. Don't buy it because you are talking about an Android box here. Just saying. But I'll say what I said with the Fast and the Furious. Is it fun? Heck yeah, it's fun. Am I going to keep it that way? Heck yeah, I'm going to keep it that way. So
That's good.
that's where I'm at with it.
And thus, Steven has fulfilled his obligations for his sponsored video.
Sponsored. Well, yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I can see it now. The hate mail is going to come in. No, no. You know what? I'm at the point now where I'm going to do the content that I want to do, and I'm going to do it. Like I don't mind helping
You know
companies
what?
like
No,
that out.
you know what? I'm jealous, and I'm gonna try.
Why are you
and
jealous?
Ruin you. I'm gonna try and ruin you.
Haven't you done that enough the last week? Good thing you're between. look at Bill's like, oh boy.
Buffer. Buffer.
All right. I'll move us on. What did you guys think about this news that came out this week? I guess I'll uncover Jade. Gex is coming to modern consoles. Now, I love this game on the Panasonic 3DO. It's probably the best best version of it.
Well, that's where it originally was released.
Well, and it's also the best version that they have.
I don't know. The PlayStation version was pretty good.
I don't know. I'll debate that one. Hey, Scoob, let's go to the mystery van. Oh, come on! You don't remember his saying?
What is
said?
happening right now?
Apparently, we're the only ones that like Gex. I don't know.
Yeah. So they're bringing back the original.
Gex is coming to the
Gex.
modern consoles. The Gex trilogy, a collection of Gex. Enter the Gecko, which was on Panasonic 3DO and apparently PlayStation, and Gex
and
3
Saturn.
and Saturn.
It was ported over to PlayStation.
Actually, believe it or not,
PlayStation.
I thought the Saturn one was better than the PlayStation. That's just my opinion. Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko, officially coming to modern consoles. Here's the kicker. Okay, I left this part up. It's coming by Limited Run Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They announced that. They announced Tomba. They announced a bunch of games, and I was just like,
yeah.
The only problem is now you'll have to wait. Like we'll be talking about this next year, right? But if you look at this trailer, I don't know. I think I'm going to pre-order it, just because I mean Gex. It's just been a staple in it for me, anyways. Let's see. Metal Hendrix in the chat room. I'll absolutely 100% check this out. So. But
And they said it's a remaster, right? It's not just a re-release.
Yeah. Bo knows Tecmo. He wants to know, but can it run Cyberpunk? He just asking for a friend. So I don't know. It's one of those things. You have to be a Gex fan, or it's not worth it.
Yeah, I never liked Enter the Gecko. But I thought like the original was cool because I had it on 3DO. I had a Panasonic 3DO back in the day, and
I still have
I think I played like a burned copy of it on PlayStation and Saturn. But you know what? The Saturn FMVs could never hold up to the PlayStation video quality. Like, so I don't know, but usually their 2D platformers tended to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, for limited run games, that's the only downside because it'll take you 9 months to get it. I think there's people that still haven't gotten the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is it, Shredder's Revenge? That there's certain
I
box-
used to really like them before they.
I got the Castlevania pack from them. That I think it was a PS4 version that came in. It looked like an old school NES box. I did order that, just because I'm a Castlevania fanatic. But I couldn't say, do the $200 one because there's people that still haven't gotten it yet, and that was like a year and a half ago. So it's usually those higher tiered collector's editions that Limited Run does. And that's something I'd like to talk about in a future episode, is talking about where physical collecting is actually going, because I have a feeling these are the things that you're going to be needing to buy. I know, Moat, you bought the Spider-Man collector's edition, and I think that's where physical collecting is going to be going further. Like, if you have that stuff, that's going to be the valuable stuff, not necessarily the individual carts that you're buying and things like that. But we'll save that for another episode.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know that we could get into a whole debate on that, what everybody thinks.
I mean, I think it'll be very generational,
Well, I hate to say it, but I think that's where this upcoming generation is going. Like my son, he's all about the statues and the stickers and the books and anything else that comes with it. I think we just bought, what is it, Sonic Origins? But there was
Origins.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Origins Plus.
The Plus, right? It comes with like a book and stickers or something like that.
You just Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden Sonic Origins.
Sonic Origins. I did that on purpose for you. You say potato, I say potato.
You say tomato,
I say tomato. You say wash, I say wash.
Wash.
So
I was with you for that,
Yeah.
No, that's my grandparents. My grandparents say that. But he's all about that. Like any special editions that we can get. No, that's fine. That's what he likes. I'm not opposed to that. I have the Uncharted special collectors and the Assassin's Creed 3. I went through that whole phase too. It's just one of those things that I think a lot of people, that's where they're going to be turning to. So, before we wrap up here, Bill, any other news from the home arcade? I heard some rumors. Now, granted, my iArcade is finally going to be leaving the game room here, but I heard a rumor on Reddit that another company actually bought iArcade and that they're going to continue the legacy that is iArcade. Is there any truth to that? Have you heard anything?
I
have
heard
not
that.
heard anything about that just yet.
I heard Elon Musk bought it.
Oh boy.
So basically, it's going to be the new Twitter platform.
I heard you're going to be able to tweet from the iArcade. Now, listen, guys, you heard it here first.
No, wait, I did hear something. I heard that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg were going to fight over it in the ring.
Well,
That's what I heard.
Very
Yeah,
possible.
and I heard Donald Trump was going to be the referee.
Hey, okay, so there is some truth to some of this stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But in all seriousness, I did see in Reddit there people were saying that a new company actually bought iArcade.
I saw something about that as well.
That's why the hack has been delayed that they were supposed to be doing. So I don't know how true it is. If you guys go to Reddit and search iArcade, you'll see it yourself. But I did hear that the iArcade was going to be it's been bought and it's going to be coming back. Now, to what capacity, I don't know.
I heard that they bought it for $1 billion.
Wow. That is huge. That's huge. Wait a second. Who's this? Cologne Crazy. I don't know who that is. Oh, Jade, you. Oh, that might be. When you banned somebody earlier.
Yep.
Anyways,
What did I miss? Yeah, it's not.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. We're trying to stay. We're trying to just. Everybody wants to have fun. We're here to have fun, talk games, and that's it. We're gonna move on. Other than that, I know there's coming up here in September. I will be at the Cleveland Gaming Expo. I think Moat, you're going to be there, and a bunch of the other content creators will be there. We'll be setting up a studio, doing it live, so you guys will be able to watch. I'm also going to be in Pittsburgh as a guest for the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo, and I believe in Torg in November. So I've got 2 expos. I'll be in Pittsburgh and Cleveland back-to-back in September, and then one in November, and there might be a few. I think there's one in Detroit that a buddy of mine's looking into getting me to go to. We'll see. So if you're in any of those areas and you want to come hang out at those game expos, we're going to be there. And I believe tomorrow night I will be live with Mr. Right Way. Every Friday night I do the show. Just about every Friday night I do the Right Way podcast where we talk about console games and and how to collect them and things like that. So if you want to hear more banter from me, I'll be there, baby. What about you, Mr. Moat? What's going on? What do you got going on in your world?
I have a world.
In your world. On that back channel of yours.
So Sunday, it's funny. Sunday enough, I'm going to be running a Mario Party tournament.
Ooh, sweet.
For my channel. So my back alley, my season 2 started this past Monday, and so yeah, production value. Like, listen, I've never been proud of something, but I'm proud of this. Okay, I'm proud of this. So this Mario Party thing on Sunday about that. Other than that, series continues Monday. I don't know if we're doing I Got Next tomorrow. I'm not sure. Other than that, man, I'm just hanging out. We might do a Chill and Chill Tuesday and talk or whatever else on the Mike of All Trades channel. But everything's back alley 7-Eleven. Literally everything's over there. So
sweet.
Just having fun gaming, man, and just enjoying fun stuff. That's what I'm having fun with, right? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's what everybody should be thinking. Just have fun.
I heard somebody said, you know what I'm saying? What was that? And I just lost it. I lost the quote. So never mind. But I lost the quote. And it was a great quote.
See, I added this ticker. I don't know if anybody saw it, like under the lower third where it says at Mike of All Trades on everybody's lower third. That's an actual ticker from IGN. So if we ever had breaking news that hit, it's going to show up there. That's an actual live graphic that will change if there's late breaking news. Like if Jade gets kicked off the show, it's going to show it right there because IGN's going to get it first. And then it's going to show it right there. And then if it says like Bill has to get in the middle of Jade and Steven, it's going to show it right there because IGN's going to hear it first. See, like how I did that?
Because we're cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
Jade, do you have anything going on? What's going on this weekend? Any new videos? Any live streams? What do you got?
No live stream. Maybe I'm still working on Cyberpunk. The class that I'm taking right now is.
I think we need to just take a drink every time she mentions Cyberpunk.
I think so.
The class that I'm taking right now is really keeping me busy. So I'm just trying to manage that. But I should be getting out, I think Monday or Tuesday, another arcade versus console video. So hopefully that, and hopefully at least one stream, because I need to get moving, because what is it called? Phantom Liberty City.
Oh yeah, the new update's coming.
Why can't I? Whatever it is, it's coming out soon.
It's coming. Cool. So
when does your OnlyFans start?
I'm old. What? My OF? Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for Stern to release Venom so I can buy 3 of their things at once, and then I'll start that off, because I should be able to make about 30,000 in 3 days. So.
There you go.
Hey yo.
All right, Mr. Bill, what do you got coming up?
I don't have anything specific planned. I mean, we'll just have to kind of see what comes up. I am still sitting here, fingers crossed, waiting for my shipment info on my New Wave Toys Coke machine. So
Yes.
I'm hoping that's going to come out so I can, because I'll be doing a review on that.
We're supposed to be getting them. Yeah, they're supposed to be coming soon.
Yeah. Other than that, like I said, I don't have anything specific planned, so we'll just have to, wait and see. Usually when interesting stuff pops up, I'll throw a video out there. So
Cool.
hopefully something interesting happens.
So I still have. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to do an impromptu live stream that's going to be from my desk over there. I'm going to have my daughter. We're going to go through the comments live. Okay, we're going to go through the comments because she don't know any of you guys. We're going to have her go through the comments of everybody so it's still time to get in the giveaway for the retro game boxes that we're going to send out. There's 2 of them that I'm going to send out to a winner, but we're going to have my daughter go through and pick somebody live. Okay, because like I said, she has no idea who you guys are. I'm going to have her read the comments, and then we're going to see who had the best comment, because that's what we said we were going to do. A lot of you guys left some really good comments. I didn't forget about that. We have those 2 boxes to give away that we're going to send out. And before I go any further, and for those that were kind of ragging on me, Moat got his LCD and his joystick for his pinball.
I did.
I sent it. Yeah, listen to this guy. He's all.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
He was all ragging last show. I went back. You were ragging on me.
It's there. It's there.
He got it. I think he has the
did
LCD on the. Is that up on the?
It is
right behind
it.
you.
It is right now. It's Turtles in Time because I was.
That's what you had open.
Me and
Yeah.
playing earlier because we play stuff. But yeah, chat. Also, welcome everybody from Kong's Rush stream. And I remember what the quote was. I didn't come this far to come this far and not be happy. I don't know. I read it on the internet. Sorry.
So we'll do an impromptu live stream with that. What the heck is that? Jade's gonna fall off her chair. So we're gonna do that this week. I have a few other giveaways that I want to do. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but
Is it tacos?
But listen, I know this is a gaming show, and I know this is a gaming channel, but I also know there's content creators here. And I don't know if anybody would like to win something that is like this.
Ooh, wait a minute.
This is the
does
brand
the panel
new.
get to participate?
The panel can
Right.
participate in this. This is the brand new
There,
PTZ Optics Studio Pro. This can
Nope.
be used for your main camera. It has a built-in bokeh effect, so it'll blur the background behind you with a slight blur. But it's got a built-in
somebody
tally
cracked the
light.
beer.
What was that? Oh,
Somebody just cracked the beer.
she just cracked one open. So if
So
if this is something you guys would like to, we'll figure something out. I'm trying to grow my subscriber count to see if we can give one of these. This is just a protector for the lens. That's what I'm putting over. What we can do.
Or there's a popular saying in my Discord where I tell Damien deal with it, just throw it in my box. Yeah, you can just throw it in my box.
Just throw it in your box.
like just throw it in my box. That's what we really got to do.
But I mean, I know there's content creators
that's awesome,
in here.
though.
Yeah, if that's something you guys want to do, I want to do something special that we can do. We got some cameras that we can give away, and we're always looking to get people to review them and check them out. There's, I know Bill and Jade, you have like an older model of the PTZ Optics cameras. If Jade ever decides to use hers, the retail price on this is about $767 if you were to buy it. But in all seriousness, that's not bad considering the camera that I'm using. $767.
Oh.
The main camera that I'm using right now, the Move 4K that will auto track me and stuff, that's close to $2,000.
Holy crap!
And then the 30X one that I have over here, which if I go to
how much is this one right here?
see how she's not using that was a $2,000 camera. She just has sitting right there. She's just like, wow.
Wait. He sent you a $2,000 camera.
And see what
she's
she
not even
show
using it?
show them what you're doing with it.
What do you mean?
Just
Bro,
grab what you just
listen,
had.
Jade, if you're like holding a Meebo on that thing or something,
Look at it. She don't even have it hooked up.
I don't want it to get scratched.
what?
It's a collector.
Bill at least had his up and he was shooting down. He was using it for a while. Then he
No,
stopped
I
using it.
need. Okay,
I have to find a better. Actually, it may go up in my I'm gonna put a PC up in my game room. At some
All
point.
I
think it may go
need
up
is
there
a
and
good
use it.
stand for it. That's literally all I need is a good stand.
How long have you had it, Jade?
6
Not
months.
that long. No, not that long.
6 months. I can go back
6
and show the
days.
order for
Like
6
days.
months.
You're 6 months.
Oh,
6.
please. We've had them for a while.
See, thank you, Bill. Thank you.
I gotta be real.
You're for a while, Bill.
There is no way I have a $2,000 camera just sitting on a desk in something and not using it. That's wild to me.
So
I am mind
Have
blown
I used it?
no, she hasn't
Yeah.
used it.
Yes, I have.
Have you?
But
You haven't even done a
don't have
review on it.
stand, because I don't have a stand for it. I want to do
Tripod.
like, yeah.
Steven, she needs
That's what I mean.
pinball. She's saving it for her OF.
Oh, that's probably what it is. So she can move.
Bill knows. Bill knows.
But either way, guys, if you're
Gotta have that high quality content.
if you're interested, you want to
y'all hear
see
this chat?
if you want to see some footage from this. Yes, I am shilling because I work for the company that makes these cameras. So that's part of my job as a strategic partnership manager. I want to give some of these away. We want to do some giveaways with some of these cameras on the show. So if you're a content creator or you want to be a content creator, which I don't know why you'd want to be one, but if you want to be one and you want to get a really good camera, the same cameras I use here in the show, we could.
I'm looking at both of y'all in disbelief right now. Like I don't believe y'all. Like
this was BM.
There's no way.
But this was BM. They got them BM before Moat.
Principle, Steven. Principle.
We'll talk, Moat.
We'll talk. Chad, I apologize. Listen, y'all could be looking at them in better fidelity right now, and they have not put the effort forward so that you could get the best viewing experience possible. I am sorry. I'm not apologizing for Bill because Bill was like he made a conscious decision, but Jade has that thing sitting next to a can of Mr. Pibb or something. Like what? Bro, like she literally was able to just grab it and be like, here it is.
Yeah.
Hey, mine is at least still hooked up. Mine is at least
Bill was using it in the very beginning. Like if you guys remember when he had it shooting down at him.
Yeah.
That was the camera he was
I
using.
I don't have a really good spot here.
To be fair,
It's
Jade
big
did
and
tell me.
bulky. I don't have a really good spot here, which is why I said it's going to be a computer up in my game room. I'm going to put it up there for when I shoot stuff up there. I just haven't gotten to that far yet.
But
my camera right now isn't terrible though, right? You guys are still getting pretty good quality with that.
Yeah.
That's that Logitech C920 gimmick. Yeah, it's pure. No, I'm just kidding.
So these are how cool. Like we can.
Oh, here, let me
watch
just say
this.
it for you, Steven. Oh, look at me change camera angles and look at all my cool stuff. Ooh, here, let me change another camera angle real quick so you guys can see more of my cool stuff. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna press a button.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty smart, Steven. I just realized that you have like what is that, like a 50-inch behind you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't know that? Oh, I'm letting my secrets out.
I
thing
never
is-
realized. I always thought it was like a green screen or something. Dude,
No, it's a TV
No,
that's on a
cool
looping.
how-
It's on a
how
looping
the
video for
focus on
30
that
seconds.
camera works like that. But
So-
like, I wanted to do that because I saw
That's a
him
good
doing that.
idea.
And then I looked at my
Yeah.
TV behind me and I was like, oh, I need a seat that's like up to where my face is right now for that to work. So
That's
it's
not a bad
probably
idea.
not gonna.
That's not a bad idea though.
That's what I do,
It's
and
not.
and
No,
so
it's
I
really cool.
okay. So what I can do with this is, especially for work, so like this is my game room loop, and then I can go to like this and switch it to my broadcast loop. So when I'm doing my broadcast shows for work, and then I took a picture of my actual background, what's actually back there.
Do you have a cyberpunk background?
I don't no, but I have the Cyberpunk Special Edition stuff that's over there.
Damn it, I'm out of booze. I can't take a drink.
So because of the way the camera is, I can't get this angle, so I had to take a picture of it and then just blur it. But that's how I do it, Moat, so I can have a really nice
And-
background without having
And
everything.
and now I'm gonna steal your idea. So
That's okay.
everybody knows Amazon. Everybody knows Prime Day was like yesterday and the day before, right?
You have to
Everybody knows
tip
that.
it forward though, Moat. You have to tip it.
And that's fine.
No,
So
I'm just
literally,
saying. You tip it forward and turn it, and that way you don't get any glare on it. And I use
Gotcha.
metal
Gotcha.
coasters. Metal coasters will tip it just enough where 2 metal coasters under each, and then it's also hanging on the back wall, and I have it turned.
Yeah. No, it's smart, and I'm like, man, I know everybody did some Prime Day shopping yesterday. I know somebody in the chat bought one of those $100 or $150 4K TVs yesterday, and didn't know what you're gonna do with it.
Right.
Yeah, I was one of those people. I had no idea what I was gonna do.
There you
with
go.
it.
You can see
and now I do. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
So
that's
I have it tilted.
Yeah, that's great.
Right off the wall.
I got like $120 LED 32-inch, and then for an arcade cab project, and then not for a new one, for a fresh one. I mean, for a fresh one, not an old one. And then I got some stuff for my OF, obviously. So
the problem people run into, now we're getting broadcasting here, but the problem people run into when they do green screen is they don't know how to light themselves. They don't do enough light. So even if I do this, watch. I'm going to turn my lights out. The background still looks phenomenal, and I'm not getting all distorted and discolored. And so I can put my studio lights back on, and everything's beautiful. That's why I don't use green screens.
Well, I mean, Brooklyn, okay, he said your hat would be invisible. Maybe unless he had like some software that would just like roto it automatically and it would just stay green. Like literally. So it's possible he could do it and have it like that.
There are things you can do. That's something I gotta work on, because like that's a green screen.
Yeah.
That's green screen right there. And I actually have a light shining directly on it, exactly like Steven was saying, because if I don't, it would all look very fuzzy and whatever. But there's things I can do because I have this whole picture chroma. I can work it so that just that part, just the part there is chroma and whatever. I guess haven't gotten that far yet. But there's things you can do, but it works. It works for me, and you can hardly tell.
Yeah, and I totally would just and it's man.
Well, the problem is with my setup the way it is, I use it for work, so I don't have a lot of room back there. Like I have the acoustic foam and everything like that, so when I'm on a call or something like that, I don't want them to see like the arcades and stuff that I have in the front. I want it to look professional. So that's why going with a TV, it's a no-brainer.
Oh, that's intelligent. It's intelligent, literally.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that way you can do whatever you want, get it framed out. It's 55-inch, if you're wondering, to get the perfect head shoulders mark at the right distance. So if you want a head shoulder shot, you want a 55-inch behind you or bigger.
Chat, you just learned something tonight. Just learned something. See?
So for content creation, we'll work on giving some of these.
scenes.
We'll work on getting some of these cameras, and hopefully you guys actually use them. Hopefully you guys actually.
How far away is the TV from you?
Oh, TV! I can touch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can. I'm touching.
Yeah, it's like right behind him.
See, I just touched it.
So you got to be close to it.
No, you can be far away. Oh, you mean for zooming in? My camera's probably 8 feet away from me.
Maybe I should just lower my camera and have it shooting from below my face up. I'll just look like Jabba the Hutt, but I'll have a cool background.
So if I show you this here, so you can see where the camera's at. It's about 8 feet from me. Okay, and then if we come back here, you can see the distance from me to the TV. So I'd say it's about, from where I'm sitting, probably 6 to 8 feet, give or take. So, yes, there's your content creation tips for live video. I only been doing this for 20 years, so.
Yeah, not that long. Only 2 decades.
So any tricks you need to learn, just hit me up. I'll be happy to share. But maybe we can give away one of these cameras and somebody will actually use them instead of just sitting on their desk and looking at them.
I don't know who would do such a thing.
Do you want to?
I don't know, but the aesthetics match the camera though. I don't know.
Do you want to see real quick, Moat, another interesting?
Sure.
Phenomenon?
Sure, I like interesting stuff. Yeah.
Phenomenon. Let me get this camera pulled up here, so you can see this. So if I go to this camera here. So this is another little trick. If you look up top here.
Hi, gamer. Aimer. Hi.
You're just milking it. You're just milking it now, Steven.
Well, wait a second. So I have an old tension shower curtain, shower rod. It has one of the spring-loaded shower rods up there. And then I have backdrops rolled up on there. So if somebody's sitting in the guest spot, I can just pull down one of these muslins and it hides all this stuff here.
All that stuff. Oh, that's
and it makes
smart.
them, and it actually goes even with the side of the TV. So it makes it look like they're in another studio, even though they're sitting right here. And then these lights up here on the, I have 2 for my hair light, and then there's 2 for them. It lights them up perfectly. So then you have like the guest spot. So that's another trick. You can go to your local dollar store, get one of those shower rods, run it along the top there, and then they sit down right there. There's their microphone and then the computer that they use when they're sitting right here. So then they can get a nice tight spot like this, and you won't even see my rack of gear. It'll look like they're sitting just like we are right now. So that's a little tip for you guys. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Just go out to your dollar store, get one of those spring-loaded shower rods, and just pull it down. What are the cameras? The camera that we're going to try to give away, this one, it would be this one here. This is the Studio Pro. If you go to ptzoptics.com, you can look up and see the footage. There's videos. This is one that we want to give away in the upcoming weeks. So make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed to the channel, in fact, if you're not subscribed to all of us, you need to subscribe to all of us. We're gonna make this. Widow goes, Stephen has access to our colonoscopy test results and video edits command center. I've got cameras everywhere, guys. No, all seriousness. The lights that were up here were in here. I just have light bulbs that change. They change colors. They're LED, so I can change colors with a remote. But I know I got to do a studio tour. I haven't done them in a while. But we'll do that coming up. Any final parting words? Because we got to wrap this up. And we had no crashes. It wasn't a train wreck because me and Greg, my buddy who was in the chat room, we figured out what the problem was, why it was crashing. Because we had that problem yesterday doing a show. And apparently I was running out of hard drive space because I didn't bother to check. So all the videos that I was recording.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Yep. I thought I had more space than I did. I only had 200 gigs on the hard drive that's in the Wirecast gearbox up there.
That's like saying you got a flat tire because your tire ran out of air.
Even I make mistakes like that. I'll be the first to admit. But it's been solid. No train wrecks. So we're going to wrap this up here. How do you get to be a guest? You mean on the show? I don't know. Send me an email. What do you want to talk about? We could talk about Jayde. Listen, I'll make it this way. If you're going to come on and help me bash Jayde, I'll get you on next week. Sign you up. Moat's just like awkward.
No, I'm just flashing back to Bill's video that came out that said this and yet I'm sitting here listening to you incite drama.
Oh, always. All right, guys.
But I did say that was the only drama we had, is these two going at it.
No, we have some fun. Next week,
it's friendly.
Next week, we'll probably have a bunch of stuff on Cyberpunk. Jayde will be tickled. Actually, you've got some stuff coming, right, with real arcades that you're working on.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say you had some stuff of some of the arcade builds that you've been doing?
Well, yeah, I've got a project in the pipes right now, and
why is it in the pipes?
Well, because I don't get all the stuff for it until next week. So
cool. So you guys got to come back next week, so we can get some footage, and we're gonna have some fun. But we're gonna sign off. I think that's about all we have for today. We've got some new videos at the end here, so stick around. Till next time, guys. Have a great week.
Oh, what a long show. I gotta use the restroom. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Can't you see a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta... You already had me for 2 hours. Like, I gotta go. Like, this is scary. The fact that you're here. Just go. Get out of here. Go. Lights out. I gotta go. Come on. You gotta go. Go. Now.
What are you guys still doing here? Go home. Oh my God. I mean, I know you guys love me, but take it easy. Get some rest. Refit. My face will still be this pretty next time we meet. Okay, but seriously, go home.
Oh man, just got something to drink up in here, and there's a little bit of orange juice left in. Wait, what are you doing here? Like, listen, there's an arcade one up at. Y'all can stalk me all these other places. I can't drink orange juice now. Go to bed. Go away. You need something to do. I'm just saying, you don't need to be up in my fridge. Like my fridge of all places. Come on now. Seriously. No, seriously. Go. Like, this kind of stuff to get you reported around here.
Oh, man, what a long show. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, time to go to bed. Hello? I think you left this on. Hello? Wow. You guys are all still here? The show's over. That's it. There's nothing left. Go. Go to bed. It's over. Go. No, seriously. That's it. Go. Go to bed. Chicka chicka.